England is at the moment in a weak position taking young players because they inflict themselves a big handicap by the fact that we have no access to Asian players, no access to South American players, no access to African players, and on top of that, if it's impossible to take European players, of course then you will have a big handicap in the future for English football. And what's happening now is in England is a case that I fight for a long time against people who have regressive ideas, is that to expose your local players to top world-class players does not harm your players, it improves your players, because it just respects one basic rule: the best, to become better, have to play with the best. And if you have a good national team today, it just proves that. And I'm very happy that England does well with the national team, but as well because it comforts what I preach for a long time. Don't hide your best players in England to be exposed with the best ones, because that will make them weaker. Get them to be confronted with the best and make them stronger. If you take, for example, Lens, in this case, where did Lens take the player? In a smaller club. Where did the smaller club take the player? In a smaller club. At the end of the day, what is a top-level player is to be with the best. After, you can speak about the compensation level, is it right or not, and I'm open to that. You want people who educate young players to be compensated normally and as well as possible. But you cannot stop what I'm against the process of stopping to move the players to the top level. If you have a child who is very gifted for music, what is your first reflex? You will try to put it in a good music school, not in an average one. So why should that not happen in football? One important thing is that you find an agreement with the club. What it is, I would just like to add one important thing, that people think that you take 30 players every year and you get them into your academy. No, it's not like that. We take 1 or 2 maximum. When we take 1 or 2, we give them top-level education, we give them top-level scholarship, and we look after them socially. So that's what it means. It's a very limited number. And if there is a problem, look at the alternative. If you ban players from moving before the age of 18, you know what will happen? The players will be sold anyway. To whom? To agents. At what age? At 13, 14. Where will they go? Not to top-level clubs with a top-level education. They'll go to clubs who have been bought by business people of a very low level and will stand by there until the age of 18, waiting to be sold. And the money will go out of the game. If a player goes to Chelsea, to Arsenal, to Man United, it's all clean and clear, and he gets a good education. And that's why I'm very sharp on the cases like that. After that, we have to respect the rules and that are in place. But we do not. You have always to look, if you make one decision, what kind of alternative and what will happen after. If players cannot move to the best clubs, I believe they will not improve.